All right, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Notorious 508 podcast, Hoops Edition, formerly known as Walking Buckets 360, still known as Walking Buckets 360. Here with my man, Shamrock OG,
Sure.
508 Hoops OG, icon.
Sure.
Sport it right away, bro. Show them right away. There it is. State championship ring blinging from right off the bat. He's already made a commitment to blinging that throughout this show. Congratulations, man.
I
Real
appreciate it,
happy to
bro.
see you get that. Through all this chatter, no one really chatted about you and the JV. You guys, you did work down there. There was, a lot of these kids down
Yeah,
there coming up probably this year. The foundation starts somewhere. Like you said, talent just doesn't drop out of the sky. There's
that's a
other
fact.
levels to
That's a
this.
fact.
So
We had a
phenomenal.
we had a good season. We had a good season. JV, man. We had a good season, man. And guys, they don't get enough props because it's overshadowed by what the varsity did. But we did it. We had a good season, man. It was our best season. My best season. It's been 4 years now. I've been a JV coach, so it was a good season, man. The guys play hard. We always play hard, though. My guys always play hard, but they played hard and got results. And all of my teams have, started at one point and at the end gotten better and got better and got better. Then at the end, playing our best basketball. So that's what it is for the JV. It's like I always tell the JV, it's like it's not about wins and losses with us. It's about getting better, getting better, getting better, getting better. Because your goal is to play varsity, right? So if you want to play varsity, you got to get better. You can go out and win every single game and not get better just because you're better than a lot of teams. But then when you get to varsity, you might not be ready. But it's good. It's good for us to have adversity. It's good for us to have challenges, and we had our challenges, and now I think we're turning the corner as far as North in general. Right now, like I mean, North is the talk of the town.
Amazing. I mean, and to be in those kids' positions, they look at the opening they're looking at. You know what I mean? Like those kids are gonna be. They're playing hard. They want to be in that spotlight.
Absolutely.
Lot going on. Give me the rundown of the fam first, bro. Because I'm seeing all these celebrations. I wanted to be there, bro. I got a lot of stuff going on this end. So Kai, I'm sharing everything too. I wish that kid nothing but luck. Well, he's phenomenal, man.
Appreciate
So
that.
tell everybody where he's at.
Oh yeah, all right, boom. I'm gonna jump right to Kai. So I was gonna go. I'm gonna backtrack though because I want to touch on a few things about North. But Kai is now in California. He's working out. He's got some big things happening as far as workouts with some people that are in some big places and have some say in what happens at the next level. The goal is for him to play potentially G League, get a chance, maybe get a two-way contract. That's the goal right now because he got overlooked. I think as far as coming right out of college, had a couple of years there at Prov, and then at BC. I think he had a really good career at BC, but now he's out in Cali and he's working out with a couple pros and a couple of pro guys that work out pros, and he's just in the gym competing. Call me every day so far, like, yeah, I'm getting to it, Dad. I'm getting to it. He's, yeah, I shot the hell out of the ball today, Dad. I'm playing well today. I'm playing well again 3 days in a row. And then I'm getting calls from the trainer like, yeah, there's no reason this kid shouldn't be playing at a high level. So he's just getting opportunity right now. The goal was to get him opportunity to be seen and give himself a chance to get to the next level. What up, D?
What up, man?
Diego McClain.
We just
doesn't even
right
need an introduction. Everybody already knows, man. What's good?
Chilling.
Right
Tired.
I see you.
Yeah. Is mom's on or no?
She's in the crowd.
Oh.
Yep.
What's up, D?
Good though.
So,
Cool.
I wanted to especially touch on it. I don't even know if we can. You posted it today. I deciphered the blueprint. Is that talkable yet? Is that announceable yet?
The what?
What we discussed today, the blueprint that you posted?
Yeah, that's another day. That's That's in the works. I got to sit down. I'm going to sit down with D and we're going to talk. I mean, it's there. It's
I saw
set.
that too. I saw that too.
I got a lot of you know, things to move around to get, but it's a done deal.
I saw that too.
I love it for all sorts of purposes, but I mean, at the appropriate time, congratulations, my man. I mean,
it's a done. It's in the works. You know, there's certain little things you got to do. I always do things backwards, so you know, so I go around.
Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward, though. That's for sure. Keep moving forward, though. That's for sure. Yeah. So, hey, no, but respect for me. Hey, listen, I love what you're doing, man. So just keep going. That's all. If you need anything you need on my end, you already know what time it is. So
I told you we about to blow up, bro. It's about to get real. And it's only the good thing. It's only takes like a month and a half to be, you know, up and going, and so it's just it's little tweaks.
Let's go in order. Let's go in order real quick, because Mike be getting right to the juice, man.
I know.
Mike don't play around.
I'm telling you,
Mike don't play around. Mike jumped right to Kai, then you jumped on. He jumped right to the building, new building.
Dude, look it. I'm excited. I'm excited tonight, man. You know,
I am too.
I'm coming out of my cave finally. I gotta.
Let's talk about the combine real quick. Can we talk about the combine real quick? Because that's coming up. That's coming up like first. That's the first thing. That's the first order of business, right?
Yeah, D. We have our defensive camp, the 12th, 13th. That's going to be combined with Alba and us, and we're gonna this guy is going to sponsor. We got some sponsors, but this camp's a little different. It's not like a normal camp that you've ever been to. So it's all defense. So it's like what you need in basketball. What's you know, it's the lost soul of basketball now. Some kids just want to score. Parents want their kids just to score, and that's not how it is. I keep telling kids when you're getting recruited. I mean, D knows the first thing they ask you is, can you keep your man from the hoop? And if you can't do that, they don't need you. And kids don't get it. Parents don't get it. It's all about how much my kid scored. Who cares? That doesn't matter.
Right.
Can you defend? So we're going to teach kids the right way to defend. Help side, zone, traps, everything. You know what I mean? Like, you know, hips, placements, your foot, agility. We're going to go over. It's going to be 2 days of intense, hardcore training. So
all ages.
Yeah, well, we're not going to go all ages because it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair to hurt little kids because you're going to see, listen, Mike, D, you know, D, you're going to see who really wants. This has nothing to do with an ego. This has nothing to do with his program, my program. It's who wants to get better. Right. What kids are not afraid to get in a gym and be what? Exposed? It'll be exposed. Because I know a kid can drop 30, but he can't play D. So these are the kids that need it. You know what I mean? I'm grabbing the kids that need to understand the defensive end of the court, and it's not all just the offensive end. So, you know, me and D got together. We talked about it. What's different? What can we bring different to the table? And I've never seen it. I've never been to one, and I've been coaching for years. I've been around. I've never seen a defensive camp ever.
That's a fact. Hey, listen, let me say this. I was a defensive player, right?
Me too.
I was a defensive. I know. I was a defensive player first. D, you could actually shoot the ball though, right? I didn't have a jump shot. I had to play defense. If I didn't play defense, I was just living on my athletic ability on the offensive end. Really, you know what I'm saying? When you think about it, D, I was based. Everything was athletic ability, but on defense, I used my instincts. I use my reflexes. I use my intuition. I foreseen, like, all right, you making this pass either to the wing or to the other wing. So I got a 50-50 chance of that ball coming my way, and I'm going to get it if it's coming my way, right? And then I'm coming down the other end, I'm trying to dunk on you. So that was my whole thing. It was all defense. But what came to mind when you was talking about that, D, was Patrick Beverly. A lot of people don't know, and I just heard this the other day. A lot of people don't know Patrick Beverly dropped 35. He averaged 35 points a game in high school. 35. Like it was his average. So if he's averaging and he grew up in Chicago. So he wasn't playing in a place where basketball was not a big deal and he was dropping 35 a game. He grew up in Chicago, 35 a game. Then he got to the league. Guess what? He's not a scorer in the league. He reinvented himself and dug deep, and now he's known for being a defensive stopper, and he's lucky if he get 8 to 10 points.
Yeah, it's true.
But what kids don't understand is that will get you somewhere. You know what I mean? Like playing defense will get you somewhere. They think, oh, I gotta be Steph Curry to get somewhere, or I gotta be Klay Thompson, or I gotta be Kevin Durant, but nobody wants to be Patrick Beverly. Nobody is looking at Patrick Beverly and being like, yo, I want to be like him. And that's the problem. You got to be able to do it on both ends.
Like Jordan was that dude. You know, you can't settle for one end of the court. You got to be both ends because, like I always say, defense creates offense, man. There's kids that will get going by playing D. Like D, you would like that. Like if we were struggling offensively, we get a couple steals, so lay a couple steals and you get a couple of big stops. It just motivates you and it causes urgency on the other side. So it's like, if you could defend, like there's no parent out there that can say their kids are unbelievable defense. There's moments in the car on the way home from AAU games. You didn't play good defense. You got beat. You fouled out. You did this. You didn't help. You didn't trap. You didn't take the charge. It happens. But this right here, these 2 days are designed to be focused on those points. And it's just kids might sit there and might not come back Sunday. They might not.
Yeah.
I mean, they might not be able to walk Sunday.
Because it's not and it's not fun. It's not fun. Defense is you have to want to play defense. Like everybody wants to shoot. Yeah, everybody wants to shoot the ball. Everybody wants to score the ball. You have to actually really want to play defense. You gotta have heart. You gotta have heart, like you said, bro. So I'm excited about that. And that's my thing. I got a couple things already spinning in my head about how I'm gonna approach this and a couple of things I'm gonna bring to the table and what I'm gonna add to it. So I'm excited about that.
It's all form.
Is Jayla Cologne going to be there? Because
listen, she's getting all these big D3 offers, bro. Like Smith College, bro, who's made it to the Elite 8. Springfield, she just had a visit. She went to like Gabby. You know what I mean? Gabby, who's 8th or 9th on my bench, bro. Just had a nice little visit at UMass Boston, which is a beautiful school. Oh, it's beautiful. And it's funny because I look at, like, I know my kids, you know, the coaches, when I speak to them, they said, the beauty of you, Diego, and just, like, you know, and Sam, you know your kids. You know what I mean? You know what they're about. You're in their lives, so it's easy. So that school fits her. You know what I mean? She had a couple of more, but it's like her personality, you know, the water, the beach, the school's beautiful. And, you know, Jayla has another, I think she's going to Rhode Island College next. She had Smith, Springfield, Emmanuel, Blue's starting to get Clark, a bunch of these other schools. So, I mean, and it's defensively, bro. These girls play defense. You know what I mean? I'm not, you know me, I don't care about what division you go to. I'm not hyped on that. I want my kids to play.
Yeah.
I want my kids to get a good job, and I want them to give back. After that, that's my legacy. Like I told you, me and D, that's our legacy. Give back. I don't care about D1, D2. You know, Grace is getting ready to leave. Grace leaves in 2 weeks. She's going down to Alabama, Division II. Her first game's in Fort Lauderdale. So she's all excited about traveling and, you know, she's getting that experience. And Tamia's going to New York. She's getting ready to go to school. So, I mean, we're setting the path for these kids. But now it's the younger generation. You know what I mean? We got to teach them. It's not the Steph Currys. It's not LeBron, all those scoring. It's defensively. You're going to get a scholarship.
Someone's getting a steal with Jayla Cologne.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even care. Like, I feel like no division is good enough.
And she's good in school, bro. All these kids are 4.0 kids, bro. You know what I mean?
Can I just give you a shout out, Diego, man? Like, bro, that is phenomenal, bro. Like, you gotta come on, man. Like, you're doing this. Like, I did this with my kids. And everybody, a lot of people are like, "Oh, D, that's phenomenal," and da da da. And I'm like, "Yeah, thank you." But these are my kids. Like I'm supposed to do this and help my kids. Like, you're doing this with these are actually your kids if you want to look at it like that. But these are your players, and as a coach locally, you doing that, bro. That's something that I just don't feel like has been done, bro. I don't feel like it has been. Not that it hasn't been done. I don't think it's been. It definitely hasn't been done at this level. But I just don't feel like people have been as invested.
Yeah.
I don't feel like people. I don't feel like coaches. I don't feel like coaches have been as invested in getting their kids that they coach to the next level. And I'm just gonna say it. Whether it's girls ball or boys, it doesn't matter. Either one. I just don't feel like from when when we was growing up, anybody was as invested to getting the kids that they coach to the next level. And if they was, the amount of talent that we had from now to then, there would have been a couple of us that got to that next level. And whether it was D1, D2, D3, doesn't matter. Like just be invested in the kids, man, that you're coaching and help them get to the next level. And I just got to salute you for that, man. I had to take a minute because you're doing a great job, and I see you. You're traveling with the young ones. You're traveling to the schools. You're watching the school, and that shows the other schools too that this coach is invested in. A lot of these coaches, not a lot of them, but some of these college coaches, they do it wrong, and they're looking to take advantage of these kids. But if you got somebody like you who knows the game, now you can kind of go, hey, look at that. I don't think that's the right fit. And it may be that you don't like the way the coach approached her or what he was saying that he was going to have her do. Something that they might miss while they're being recruited, you might catch because you're older, you're wiser, you know what you're looking for, you know what to look for, you know those key words they hear, like, oh, they're just selling stories or whatever to a young kid with eyes going to be open wide on a visit. And you're like, nah, that might not be the one. You know what I'm saying? They need that guidance. And they never really had that guidance growing up. And we never had it. The kids that I see don't have it, and you're doing it, bro. So I gotta salute you for that, bro.
Yeah, it's investing in your kids, but just to go a little bit off topic is I know like we're 76 babies. We don't care about what people think about it. It motivates me. Back in the day, you want to acknowledge with what you do. Everyone wants an applause. Everyone wants to be greeted, and I'm tired of that because it's like all these people, and I'm not going to point names and stuff. They just come out the woodworks with things that I've done, bro. Like, new is good sometimes, but old is better, baby. It's like old is just, it's there. And I'm not even that old, bro, but like my
you've been doing
my body's old, but my mind's young. You know what I mean? I'm always thinking ahead. But when dudes are like coming out the woodworks, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Come to me, not there. This dude. Enough, bro.
We
stop.
opened up talking about that. We opened up.
It's getting like, and I'm not saying. Listen, I'm all in. Like D, we had this conversation a couple years ago, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know what's best for your kids. You know what I mean? You like. I understand collaboration. I understand helping everybody, but vision's important, bro. A vision and a mission is very important.
Absolutely.
If two people have a different vision or mission, it won't work. And that don't mean I hate you. That doesn't mean I'm an ego monster. That doesn't mean anything. It's just certain people have smaller circles. Certain people like loud circles. I'm a small circle dude. I got my brother with me. That's all I need. Yeah. I don't need, and I've done it for 20 years. So you can't say I'm doing it wrong.
It's not working.
Not the young dudes can't come to me and say I'm doing something wrong because you're succeeding in certain things you're doing. I can't do it all. You know what I mean? I'm not greedy. If you come up with something that you created for the city and it's great, I support it. You know what I mean? I'll never talk about you, but these guys, bro, dude, they talking nonsense. They're talking about things that don't make sense. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, listen.
It's like I'm like reading and I'm like, that doesn't even make sense because what you're saying is what you've done. Like you have a history of doing what you're trying to change.
It's my bad, not to cut you off, D, but let me just play. I'm not even gonna play devil's advocate because I understand where you're coming from. Everybody can't come together. It's just not gonna work, bro. Because like you said, people have different visions, people have different expectations. People have different everything. People are different. And so we can't kumbaya and come together, everybody, because it's not going to work, bro. What we can do is we can all have the same end goal. The same end goal is it's all about the kids, bro. And if we all have that same end goal, then it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what people are doing and how they're doing it, as long as it's all about the kids. And the problem is that I see is it's not all about the kids, bro.
Think about why the only reason it wouldn't be money. That's it.
That's right.
That's
it. Right.
That's like,
money's getting in the way. Money's getting in the way of it being all about the kids. And honestly, that's the end all. That's the short and the long right there. Like it's people want to make the most money and do whatever they got to do to make money, and that's cool. Like I'm not knocking you. Like, oh, it is what it is. Everybody got to eat too. So that's cool. Go do your thing, but don't be a fraud and say it's all about the kids and it really not be about the kids. And let's just make it about the kids getting better and helping them get to the next level, because that's all it's really about, bro. Massachusetts has a lot of talent, and it's getting overlooked because the adults.
Yeah, and
so
they like that's where you come into, like, as a leader, as a mentor, and I see what you do. You, out of all people, could have easily been influenced by saying, okay, I have two damn kids. One should be a pro. The next one could be a pro. Then I got two younger ones that you can easily say, I'm going to use them as my foundation to make money. And you've never done that.
Right.
You've never done that. You've never said, well, my kids at BC, come train with me. Never seen you. You've never done that, ever. And that's how, when you see what you do in the gym, when you're giving these kids pizzas and you free stuff, and you'll come up to me and you'll say, D, what's this? You ask for advice. I ask you for. That's what it's about, bro. And yes, I'm hard. Yes, I shut people out because I know what I want. I know my vision. I know what I've done. Why change it? And it has nothing to do personally with that person. It's just not in what I want and what I'm trying to do. And absolutely. I'll listen to you. I'll support you, what you're doing, but don't get mad because you think that Diego doesn't want to do this, or Diego doesn't want to get this gym, or Diego doesn't want. It's not Diego doesn't want. Diego's just smart. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it for a long time, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I'm better than everyone. I know, but I'm not going to say I'm better than everyone. But it's the fact that you can't get mad. Like, how do you get mad about that? And it's just, it's these kids, and the kids come up to you and say, oh, well, this person said I can't come in your gym, and this person said I can't train with you. And this, I'm like, what?
Well, that's the problem.
Yeah.
See, that's the root. That's the root of the problem. That's the root of the problem right there. And then, so it's like, I don't know, like when I was coming up and I was bringing my kids up, and they was at St. Peter's, and then they transferred out, and then when they transferred out, I noticed that a couple of people started, and there's a lot of things that I noticed, but I don't say nothing because it is what it is. But there's people like, oh, why did mom move his kids over to prep school? Why did he do that? Why didn't he keep them there? And then AAU, my kids are playing Mass Rivals, and like, oh, why did mom bring his kids over to Mass Rivals? He should have kept them over here. We need to keep more kids here, and da 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 da. But you gotta do what's best for you, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do what's best for you and your family and your kids, whatever way it goes. Like right now, I'm gonna shout out Ty Tabalas and his family. I'm gonna shout out Talon Petway and his family. They're going their routes. And I would never, why is he sending his kid over here when he should stay here at North and try to get another championship with us? Or why is he sending his kid over here? Or why is he sending his kid? Talon. I didn't see Talon coming either, but I talked to him, and when he told me, I was like, you're lying, Talon. He was like, no, for real. I'm like, no, you're lying. He's like, that's my father. I went and asked his father. He said it was right. I said, okay, he wasn't lying. But the moral to the story is, whatever they feel like as a family is beneficial for them, like you have to support that, bro. You can't hold a kid back and say, oh, well, he should stay here because of the reasons that you think he should stay here. That's not what's important, bro. What's important is this kid trying to get to a level and using whatever outlet and whatever connections he and his family have and coaches and whoever else is going to help the kid get to that next level, push him in that direction. Now, is it going to be smooth sailing? I've talked to both of those kids. I've talked to Ty. I've talked to Talon. They both left North. I coached them. I love them kids. They're super talented. They're going to be fine. But is it going to be challenges? Yeah, there's going to be challenges. You're gonna have bumps in the road. I told them both. I said they both got my number. I said, yo, listen, there's gonna be times where you're gonna be like, dang, why did I do this? We know why? Because you're gonna look back, you're gonna see all the North High kids on their TikTok and having fun and winning games and about to probably go get another state championship, and your team might not be doing as well as you thought they were gonna be doing. Or you might not be doing as well as you thought you was going to do right away. Whatever the case. Or it just might be a rough patch that you're having. And you see your boys all having fun and you would have been part of that. There might be a time where you're like, dang, was this the right move? We all had those moments.
I have
We all
question,
had those
Demar.
moments.
So, a technical question. If Talon, they said he got an offer from Manhattan.
He did.
So is that
congratulations to him, by the way.
Is that contingent on him going to the prep school? Like if he comes back to North, does that offer go away or?
No. That offer's that offer. When you get an offer like that, and I tell the kids all the time because, like I said, I got experience with it. D knows what time it is. I got experience with the whole recruiting thing, and so doesn't D at this point. Once you get an offer, bro, first of all, the offer is there. Secondly, now other colleges are looking like, why they offer and we didn't, especially if they're in their conference. Yeah. Everybody within that conference right now, and anybody in Manhattan's conference right now is looking at Talon also. Like, wait a minute, why'd they offer him? And what do they know that we don't know? Somebody go get on the phone, call this kid, call his parents, find out who he is. Let's get an offer. So he got plenty more offers coming. That's just the way it goes. So that offer is not coming back, even if he chose to come back to North, which he's probably not.
I'm saying, come back. We got to solidify. Who's point guard now?
Amir
takes the entire role. Who's behind him? Is Nalaje up?
I like Nalaje's probably up, but we got a transfer coming in too. So I think he's a point guard, by the way, but I don't know. Don't get me the line. I'm not spreading no rumors.
I was gonna say more Petway Magic. Let's go. Well, let's go.
Yeah. But like I said, man, that's just the way that went down. Like, the boys had to make decisions for themselves. Their family had to make decisions for them. And I heard little chatter here and there. Oh, they shouldn't have done that. They're not ready. This, that, and the third. Like, bro, that's none of your business. First of all, that's between him. If he thinks he's ready, if his family thinks he's ready, he got the offer. So clearly, somebody who offered him thinks he's ready. Let him go, bro. Like, you can't hold these kids back. And I just feel like it's good for the city that we got the state championship and that all that went well. But okay, now what? You just want them to stay for just the purpose of you want them to stay, or do you want these kids to go and spread their wings? Would I have wanted them to stay? Absolutely. As a coach, absolutely. I want them both to stay, but that's just me being selfish as a coach and wanting to just run it back with the team that we had and knowing we can win it all again. That's cool. But am I going to tell them I think that's the best move for them? Nah, because in my heart, I don't know what's the best move for them. Maybe this is the best move for them. So do what you got to do, man, and good luck. And I wish you luck. And if you need me, call me, and that's how it should be.
We still got monster pieces. There's still monster pieces left.
We're going to win it. Oh, we're going to win it again.
I love it. I love it.
We're going to win it again.
We got another championship coming next year. I've already guaranteed it, dear. There's nothing to do.
Let's go.
Not from your mom.
How you feeling?
Guaranteeing the championship. Let's go.
How you feeling, D? I mean, I know you don't want to. I'm not asking you to guarantee a state championship, but how you feeling?
Only me.
How you feeling about it? How you feeling about next year, D? I want to hear something. I need to hear something. I know you over there eating. What you eating?
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm eating. But yeah, look at
you
us.
said I'm eating. How's it going?
Something up. We're good. We'll be good. So we upped our schedule like really high.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
So we get Franklin twice this year.
Yeah.
Which is a beast. We got Leominster twice. We got Neshoba. We got Drake-It, but we're in a Drake-It tournament and we're open up with Cathedral.
No way.
Yeah, so we got them and Tinsboro's in that and Drake it. So that they tweeted it all on Boston today. Did you see it? It's all over Twitter. South High
Now,
versus Cathedral.
I
we
didn't
talked
see it.
about
I didn't
that
see it. I gotta
game.
check it.
We
Yeah.
talked about Cathedral, I think, lost some players from last year.
Yeah,
That team that was
that they were
on the
good.
floor was
Yeah.
unbelievable, dude.
Yeah, they got some new pieces. So they wanted to they wanted to get in the Drake it tournament. So it's us all 4 teams are in it, which is good. I mean we upped our schedule, man. So this is what we wanted. I think we have the pieces, and I told you 2 years ago, Mike. All right, I said we'll do good with Grace and them. So we'll do better next year, and then that third year is where I think that we can do what we need to do. I've said that before.
Third time's the charm, man.
Yeah, it's just they're more mature. You know what I mean? People don't understand that some of these girls that look, they're good when you're watching them, but they didn't have that experience yet.
Right.
Like half of those girls that played last year didn't play the year with Grayson to me. It was only Jayla. Like Blue didn't play that much. Brian didn't play that much. You know what I mean? Right. Some of these girls never played. Now you got these girls that have experience, with AAU playing high level. Now they're playing all year. They're training a little different. They're more mature. You know what I mean? So it's like this is a year that I think that we can do it. I truly believe it. I wouldn't be disappointed if we don't, but I know we can go further than we have. And I think we have the tools, and we have some new girls coming in that is gonna put us where we need to be.
No, you
we
don't
have some
say.
dogs. We just got some dogs.
Let's go.
So, yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be really nice. We got some nice fitting. We got some nice pieces that we're missing that came in that are just unbelievable. It's just gonna change the culture of. It's just gonna be really fun. It's gonna be really fun this year coaching these girls, and we have a harder schedule. You know what I mean? We have a really harder schedule. So
that's funny he said that. So when my boys were coming out playing at St. Peter Marian, it seemed like everybody started going to St. Peter Marian. Like it was like it was like a magnet. Like it wasn't because of my boy. It wasn't because of my boys. They were just part of it. They were part of the culture where everybody. Then now North, this whole North thing, right? North, we get good. It's like people are attracted to North. Like there's even kids. I just told you there's a transfer coming in for North. Is that happening with you, D? Because you changed the culture over there. Is it like the school girls that are like?
It is, but it's a lot different, man. It's a little bit different with girls, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's it's different with girls with people's talking, because you got Doherty, you got North, you got St. John's. Like boys' side, you have a bunch of good schools. On the girls' side, there's not that many great schools in this area. So if girls want to go to South, then it becomes, they just want to, you get what I mean? Because like Doherty's good. Maine South was on the rise. Burnco, they were younger. Some of the schools up North, they're just starting again with Dan's doing a good job there. But it's like, we changed the culture really quick because South was on the down for a little while. It just happened, boom, boom. So yeah, we've gotten some kids that want to go there, but we do it the right way. You know what I mean? We can't just say, you can come to South. It doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? I can't say, you just transfer. We got to, go.
What is the actual rule, D?
That's what I was.
There was
there's so many, dude. There's so many rules.
Is it district?
Depends,
it
depends
how you live?
Yeah. I mean, if you're in the district, I think they really can't say anything unless you don't have room. And some schools they just don't have the classrooms or what I mean? It's the schools just overflowed. But there are school choices if kids want to take different electives or whatever. But that's where it gets bad, because it's like, say a kid is at Doherty and he wants to go to, him or her want to go to South because they want to take early childcare.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be an issue because they don't really care about what they want to take and be something in life. It's sports. They look at it, you're just going for basketball, and then it just becomes a mess.
Right.
So it's, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, years ago, you could transfer anywhere, no one would say anything. Yeah. Now people are winning, now it's an issue. And certain schools make certain allegations, or they'll say, this is this and this and that and this, and it's wrong, because at the end of the day, They wanted kids like, I always say this. I don't know if it's the right thing to say, but it's like if I lined up 99 kids or 100 kids in a row and I said, "What are you here for? What are you in school for?" What do you think 100 kids would say? Sport, a sport they love, right? Let's be honest. You're not.
Absolutely.
They're not going to say I'm here for science. I'm here to go to math class. They're going to say a sport, and that's life. It's what it is. So if a kid sees like North won the state champions, this kid's going to be attracted to that.
Absolutely.
So how is that? How is that a problem? How is that a problem?
Right.
But they'll make it a problem though. They're gonna make it a problem. Like, oh, this kid wants to go here, but he wants to better his life. We teach kids to better their lives, right? To get opportunity. What's the greatest opportunity? But we take it away from them because of our own reasonings.
So that's exactly what we've been talking about. Why would you hold a kid back from going to a winning culture when that winning culture could actually boost that kid's stock and allow that kid to get a scholarship somewhere? When you know what I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
When you have it gets a little, but it's people in your own city that do this. And it creates monsters. It's that's what I went last year and I spoke about. Like, how do you hope a team loses, bro?
Right.
Like, how do you hope
the kids?
Yeah,
the kids, bro. The kids.
I don't care if you don't like me, bro. I don't care if you don't like me personally, but you're talking about 17, 16, 15, 14-year-old kids that are like competing, that are trying, that are good in school and good, good kids.
It's great kids, actually.
Yeah, if you like, D, you see our girls. You're the
not a great
how
kids.
respectful they are.
Kids.
You know what I mean? They're just respected, but they'll label them. They're bad because they play hard defense. We're just bad. We're in a public school. We're just bad. You know what I mean? It's sad, bro. It's sad. It's sad, and so I try to change the culture. But
let's change the culture. Let's not.
Yeah, I will.
Change. We are changing the culture. So this is the goal, right? This is the goal right now. Like, let's switch gears. Let's switch gears because we could talk about that all day because that's the sad reality. That's the sad reality of it, right? Like, we could talk about that all day. But let's switch gears real quick because I want to plug this actually. And this is so I have this NIL thing. Now everybody hears NIL, right? And they think, oh, that name, image, and likeness thing where kids can make money off of their name, image, and likeness. That's not what this is about. Right? This is about exposure for these kids. So what I've done was I kind of partnered and I'm a regional scout with this company. It's called NIL Exposure Sports, right? And I'm now a regional scout for them and I'm allowed to provide memberships for anybody, any student athlete, anything that you want exposure for. It actually doesn't even have to be a sport, but it's 90% sports. And it's a profile. And so what it is an online resume where these kids create an online resume of themselves, my name, my height, my weight, all my attributes, where I'm from, what my backstory is, and put a picture of themselves and put about 6 videos, 1 or 2 minute videos, and it's a PDF. And they're able to share the PDF to AAU coaches, high school coaches, college coaches, whatever they're trying to do. I don't care if you're track, I don't care if you do water polo, I don't care if you play soccer, you play basketball, hockey, whatever sport you play, you create this online profile / resume for yourself, and you're able to share it. In a one click, a coach will be able to see everything about you and know everything about you and maybe come recruit you. The problem we had, D, coming up is we had no exposure. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have social media. We barely had video. We barely had videos of our games. So now with this, and the reason I'm excited about this is because we're able to help these kids. We talked about, prior to me bringing this up, we talked about all the things that are kind of holding the kids back. Now, I want to talk about how we can help get these kids exposure. Like, what do we're not the problem people anymore. We're the problem solvers.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of problems out there, right? And everybody wants to bring the problems to the table. This is a problem. This is a problem. This is a problem. But who has this? What's the solution? Like we're the adults, and if we don't have solutions, then we're just bringing problems to the tables. The kids are not going to solve the problem. So as adults, we have to solve the problem. So this is one way to solve the issue where these local kids in Worcester they don't get enough exposure. Period. Whatever reason that is that they don't get enough exposure, whether it's the coaches not doing their jobs like we talked about, whether it's them denying kids to transfer to a winning school, whether it's whatever it is, they're not getting enough exposure. So now with this, we can help these local kids with talent that we know got talent get exposure. And they might not want to go play Division 1 or Division 2. They might want to be an artist. Well, you can use this to expose yourself with that, to use that for the exposure with art. You know what I mean? Like there's so many different paths that you can use this for. And I'm ready to blast this with Diego. Me and Diego have talked about this, and we're gonna at our camps, at my camps that I've recently had, I provided free profiles for these kids. And one time, Mike, we're gonna get on here and I'm gonna have a Zoom ready for you. Have a free interview about this, and I'm gonna have my picture ready, and I'm gonna have my profile ready, and I'm gonna show it because my son Cassius actually got a profile, so I got him a free profile. But all the kids that came to my camp, we provided free profiles for. It does cost. It's a one-time membership. It's $50 for the year. So I'm just letting the cat out the bag right now. With this, I feel like there's a way that we can help these kids locally without sending them to whatever school that a prep school or whatever. Some kids don't have the money to do that, right? Some parents don't have the money to provide their kid to get a whatever it is, financial aid or whatever it is to go to prep school. If you're not one of them top tier kids that's getting a scholarship to a prep school, you're just not going because these local kids, their parents can't afford it. So just another way for kids to get exposure. And that was just a quick plug for me because this is something I really believe in, and it's definitely going to help these kids get to the next level. So
yeah, we'll be having those at the combine. So
yes,
we'll have a booth set up for that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we get all these kids in there, and then that's the stuff they can actually put on their profile.
What about the
things
combine?
that they do in the combine? You know what I mean?
What about the combine, D? I'm excited about that. I'm not gonna front.
We're definitely gonna do it right before school starts. I'm gonna do this defensive camp. We're gonna do it, sorry, and then we're talking about facilities. You know what I mean? I'm talking to a couple of people because I want it to be bigger. My gym's good, but I wanted a huge gym so we can make it. And we changed it up a little bit. I had to tell you, instead of doing 5-on-5s, remember I told you like Friday night we'll do all the skill stuff and
games
and see. And instead of
compete
Saturdays, we'll do the drill Saturday mornings, but the games will be 3-on-3. I'm going to change it. Instead of 5-on-5, where you might not touch the ball or defend someone, 3-on-3, you have to play and you have to touch the ball and you got to defend. So we'll do a 3-on-3 and then championship 3-on-3 Sunday, championship Sunday. So we'll make it a little bit difficult. You know what I mean? Instead of easy 5-on-5, and we can use multiple hoops so we can get more games in on that day. You know,
I love it.
Yeah, so
I have an idea. I'm gonna talk to you off screen about my guy from New Bedford, Eric Brittle. Shout out to Eric Brittle. He's my guy. He was actually an NBA ref at one point. He has a picture. Yeah, I went and chopped it up with him. Remember when the referees went on strike there for a little while?
Yeah.
He was reffing, and then when the referees went on strike, they bumped him up into the NBA. So he did some NBA games. He got a picture of him handing Jordan the ball at the free throw line. I'm like, yo, that's actually crazy. Yeah. But anyway, this is my guy. He does he actually did the I'm just plugging him real quick. This is my guy. He did the backboards. You ever see the backboards with the holes in them? They got a bunch of holes in them.
No, I haven't seen
True Bounce. They got a bunch of holes in the backboard. It's called True Bounce. You can look it up after this or whatever. It's a plug for him, by the way. So if the holes in them are for the basketball. If the basketball hits, if it hits the backboard, the holes in them let the air go through the back, so it hits it softer. So it created the game. So the game is a little bit like using the glass, like letting kids use the glass. Like the mid-range shot is better, layups are softer. So long story short, he did this 3-on-3 thing. He got this 3-on-3 thing really popping, and I think I'm gonna put me, you, and him on a call, man, and we're gonna talk about it. And I think we should implement it at the end of this camp, and then we'll bring him up and we'll chop it up, bro. It's actually phenomenal. You're gonna love it. Last but not least, I know I'm running my mouth, so just stop me whenever you want.
Hey man, let's go.
I want to plug. I'm just doing a couple plugs here, and this is the way it should be. We should be shouting each other out. We should be bigging each other up. But my man Rob Delalue in New Bedford, he's running a clinic out in New Bedford, and he invited me and Makai and Boo down to talk to the kids and give back to the community. So we're going back there tomorrow. Makai's actually in Cali, so he won't be there, but we're gonna try to get him in on a Zoom like this on the big screen if we can. But me and Boo are going down there tomorrow to talk and give back to the kids and give back to the community. And I just say that to say this. That's what it's about for me, bro. Like if my kids are doing great and I'm excited about that, I'm ecstatic about that. That means the world to me. But if we can't give back and show the kids locally that is possible through them, then what is it all for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's funny because I do it out here, but I do it. Me and Diego do it. And then, like, I just don't understand why a lot of these local guys doing basketball here haven't called me. They're like, yo, D, you want to come by? Come by, bring your boys, da-da-da-da. Like, bro, I'll do that all day, every day. I'm right down the street. My guy from New Bedford called me. I'm driving out there. That's an hour and a half ride for me to drive out there and do it. So why wouldn't I do it out here? But I just don't. I don't see why it's not happening. But we just need to band together, man, and use each other, man. Like there's other kids out here that are doing real good. Kayvon should be a big commodity right now. He should be a big commodity. People should be calling him like, yo, Kayvon, come talk to these kids before you leave for Georgetown. You should come over here and like it should be happening more. Rather than people looking at people like, oh, well, they think they're better than, well, no, it's just that you're not reaching out and you're not using your resources. So,
yeah, them too. I don't even have time to be thinking about them.
We got to give a shout to Bosa. He was supposed to be here tonight, but we're going to do another one on Sunday.
What's AP?
What he gets together for the city, man, that's pretty impressive. What he's built.
Listen. He's doing a really good job for the city. I'm gonna agree with that, bro. Every time he throws an event, it's actually hitting. So
that's what's going on, man. Bringing a positive face to basketball out there, with the whole community.
I love what he's doing.
All the schools, So,
I love what he's doing, man. I love what he's doing, and that's what we need more of.
Yeah.
Shout out to AP.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
So, I'll tell you, man, basketball can't get here quick enough. I know we still got football to get through, and you told me 3 years ago that I'd be sitting there not thinking about fantasy, thinking about tip-off at the South game. I'll tell you, the South girls basketball game, you know what I mean? But
that's true,
and you are. Man, I'm pumped for the whole thing to get going again. We got a lot. Big ups to Blue, too, for the off-season sting.
Yeah. We did good. We had a fun season. We're trying to do a end of the year celebration, red carpet style. Because these kids swear they can dress. You know what I'm saying? They swear they got swag.
Oh man. It's different. It's different though. Dude.
Yeah, it's so different, bro. It's so different. But just giving back to the kids, having them have that day to be honored, and they get their awards and they get to hang out, they get to eat. And then the lights shut down and the DJ comes on. They get to express themselves. It's fun because I used to do it every year, bro. But it's just it gets too much, and I've stopped for a little while. But I think we need to bring it back and just bring these. And it's fun because the parents get together and they start challenging the kids and dancing, and it gets a little old school, new school. So it's fun. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to sending Grace off. She's to me about to leave, and they're about to go to school and stuff like that. So it's a lot of things going on. Yeah, it's
a big deal, man.
Yeah. So August is gonna be the month, and then we'll do our combine. And I think this is gonna set an example of what needs to be done for their kids. It can open parents' eyes, like, wow, my kid can't lift 30 pounds. My kid can't run that fast. Wow, he scored 30, but wow, he cannot slide fast. Yeah. He can't defend as good as I thought he can defend. So it's beneficial to everyone. You know what I mean?
That's right.
It's knowledge of basketball together. You know, I would say two heads are better than one. You know, D has knowledge, I have knowledge, and whoever comes in, I think Pat Williams wanted to come and step in and help us, and Paul wanted to come in and do some agility stuff, and we'll get a bunch of minds and figure out what we can make best for these kids. And there might be prep schools in there, and you know, we'll make the videos of the kids. They'll be like, holy, you know, this kid can jump. Who's this kid? So the combine's going to be, it's going to be helpful. You know what I mean? It's going to be helpful. The defensive camp's going to be helpful. All the stuff D's doing and what we're doing is helpful. So, I mean, if you want to sign your kids up, I mean, numbers are numbers and lies are lies. So I don't need to advertise myself like that. I've been doing it too long. D doesn't need to advertise himself. He has proof. You know what I mean? So I'm not sitting here selling parents to send your kids to me. Send them wherever. Train with everyone. You know, you get different things from different trainers.
Yep.
Right.
But you know what I mean? And it's good for the kid. But you'll know. You know what I mean? I just, and I'll say this, I don't know if I should say it, but I just trained a college coach kid today. She called me up. She came to the gym. The text back to me was, why didn't you have me train with him earlier? Because she's gonna, you know, she's going into, I think, a junior year. Why didn't you call him earlier? She loved it, but I was teaching her things that she's never seen before. At that, you know, and she's actually good in college. So it's like things like that. You know, D knows. You know, we're gonna change. We'll change a kid's life. It's not even about the you know, basketball is everything to me. I always tell you guys that, but she wants to grind now. You know what I mean? She what we did in the gym today, she was like, oh, that's a little different. I never trained like that. So it's like this defensive camp, sign your damn kids up. That's all I gotta say.
It's a mindset. It's a mindset, bro.
Yeah.
What we teach them is gonna help them in life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna help them be better people, work harder, you know what I'm saying?
They're gonna be disciplined. They're gonna be stronger when they leave here. They're gonna cry when they leave here. You know what I mean? It's gonna be, is that my man next to you, or is he sleeping?
No, this is your other guy. So this guy right here is making a decision soon.
That's my man right there.
This guy right here is making a decision soon on where to go. So I gotta shout Boo out real quick.
Yo, Boo, I got some more combos for you.
I got some more combos. He got some more combinations for you.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's my man right there.
Definitely need those. So I had to shout him out because he making a decision. He transferring out of BC, so he making a decision soon, man. So shout out to Boo, man. I gotta plug my guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Boo, just get my sweater, bro. I can wear it when I coach this year. I can wear it just one time.
Hey,
I'm a large
podcast.
husky.
I'm gonna put that 5 seconds on there, right there.
You gonna put that 5 seconds on there? Yeah.
Mike, I'm a large husky.
I'm a large husky. He said.
Love it.
Hey,
I want that sweater.
I'm an XL husky at this point. So
yeah, you about 6'6". That's why.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, man, yo, this is what it's about, though, man. Listen, we are doing what we're supposed to be doing, plugging and playing and putting these kids in position to win. That's really all it's about, bro. It's not about me. It's not about Diego. It's not about the things that we're doing. It's about us helping these kids and putting them in position to win. And we'll reap the rewards afterwards. Like that's a reward enough for me. Seeing a kid later on and being like, yo, you helped me get to where I'm going. Yo, I appreciate you. Boom, boom, boom. Like, that's reward enough for me. Money is gonna come because when you do the right things and you're a good person, money's gonna come. So we're not worried about the bread. We're worried about doing the right thing and putting these kids in position to win. Money is not gonna stop us from doing the right thing, and that's the goal right now. And if everybody can get on that same wave, then we'll be fine. But you know, when people put the money first over the kids, and that's when things get a little shifty and then bad blood comes in and adults don't get along and who's the only people suffering is the kids because you know that we're good. Like I'm working, I'm fine. Diego, you got your whole thing running, you're fine, right? But if we don't get along, if me and you didn't get along, then the kids that the group that we're about to have right now, they want to benefit from what we're about to bring. You know what I'm saying? So
Mike, we about to bring the pain, baby.
Bring the pain.
We about to bring Listen, I had some parents today.
Don't get exposed. Tell them don't get exposed. D.
Don't. They love that saying. Listen, I had my 7 to 9s tonight. Tiny Tots, the most competitive game in the world, bro. Overtime.
I saw it.
Mike, you have to go down there, bro. You got to see like Gabby and Blue and Jayla. Well, Jayla refs with me, but Brian, the way they coach and the way these kids play, it's crazy, bro. It's like like Kareem. You guys know Kareem. That kid's so nasty, bro.
No,
Shout out to my man Kareem Jewel.
There you
Jewel's
go.
son.
There you go.
He's a monster.
He is.
But he played a good game, and it was like an overtime game. He ended up missing the buzzer shot to win it. But it was just like these kids competed, bro. Like it's so crazy down there. My 10 to 12 division, 10 to 13, the high school division. It's crazy.
The kids, the young Tiny Tots it's probably the most intense basketball in the city.
It is, bro. It's so crazy. I was sitting there repping like and they cry when they lose and they get mad. That's how you know they're competitive. They don't just run off the court and go to, you know what I mean? They like cry. So it was a good night. It was a good night tonight. And then tomorrow we got the high school. And then Saturday we got 10 to 13 in high school. So yeah, it's been crazy down there.
Yeah. Plug that Tiny Toss, plug that whole league, dude. That's what.
Listen, it's just fun. It's
doing great stuff. Doing great stuff, bro. Yeah, hoop it up. Plug the whole hoop it up, man. But you're doing great things in the city.
Hoop it up, Mike. You need to get out there and hoop it up, bro.
Listen, I'm almost back, bro. I had a fighter call me out, and I've been rehabbing ever since. So it's almost time.
Yo, Mike, take it easy. Don't let them gas you out, Mike.
Mike, stop.
Take it easy.
I don't want to get
Mike,
ready,
that
bro.
beard's getting long, bro.
That's like me trying to dunk. That's like me trying to dunk.
I'm out the cave soon, bro. I'm out of the cave soon. I'll be back.
Did Mike tell you that story that he went to see the AU game? We're out in Hanover and his car broke down like 2 miles away. And he's
man.
He calls me. I'm like about to stop the game, like the championship game. And I see him. And I'm like, how the hell did you get there, bro? He's like, yo, I walked. I had my Deion Sanders shoes on.
Dude, come on.
Yeah. He's like, lucky I had my Deion Sanders.
I haven't tried to walk more than like a quarter of a mile since I had my ankle up, right?
I told the girls.
I'm a mile away from where was that? That was Hanover?
It was Hanover. Yeah, we were in Hanover.
I'm gonna really tell Diego and these girls that I watched bust their ass that I missed it because I was only a mile away. And I started walking, bro, and I was like, the Rocky theme was in my head. I got there. Not only did I get there, I got there on time.
Yeah,
he said the Rocky theme. He said the Rocky theme was in my head.
If Mike tells you to run,
you run.
I said
you run.
I said he just walks in his. He made it clear too. Deion Sanders shoes.
Deion Sanders shoes. He gave me the support I needed, bro. That's all I needed. Wait.
I'm like this, and then we leave. We leave. I get home late. I text him to see how he's doing. He's like, I'm still out here. I'm like, what? He was waiting for like the tow truck. It was like 11
o'clock. 11 o'clock. And we didn't get it back for 6 days after. Because they were like, it was a
did y'all win?
Yeah, we won.
That's all that.
He would have killed us.
That's it.
He would have killed us.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Y'all won.
He would have threw those shoes at us, bro.
I told the girls.
I told the girl, I said, he loves you guys, man. I said, you guys, he goes, they were all like, for real? What happened? Like, look at him.
He got the shoes, dude.
You got to put those in a plastic case, bro. Those are legendary. Those are legendary.
Still in use, bro. They're still in use. Those are good till I go, man. I think
those look like they're in good shape too. Kept them clean. Hey, I'm feeling really good about everything we got going on, y'all. Yes. Mike, I gotta salute you. Mike, I gotta salute you, man, for doing this, man. Keeping us together, man. Keeping the city rocking. You know what I mean? You do a great job, man.
Bro. You know what I mean? Plus, we always got to get together because there's a lot of truths out there. You know what I mean? So we got to get that. None of us don't tell the truth.
And it needs to be talked about too. It's uncomfortable conversation, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody, like, it's funny because when we talk about it, even when I'm talking about it and I hear Diego talking about it, in my heart, I'm like it's kind of, but it has to be addressed, bro. Because if we don't address it, then it's always gonna be just sitting there and people gonna act like nothing's happening. And I can't do the fraudulent stuff. I can't bro. If it's something going on, we gotta address it. We're adults, bro. We're not kids anymore. So
we're not.
But I'm in a great space, man. I love where we're at. Like like I said, Mike, I gotta salute you for your show, man. D, I gotta salute you for everything you've been doing up until this point and everything we're about to do because it's about to get super crazy.
It's about to get crazy.
But I just love, like, think about it, man. Me and you, D, we balled together coming up, right? We was together. As soon as I came out here, me and you rocking together. We boom, boom, boom. North High, we about to take it over, then separated for whatever reason, separated past. Then we met up again and played against each other. Yeah, you guys beat us, whatever. All right, then we separate after that. I went my way, prep school, you went your way, boom, boom, boom. And then we both came back to Worcester. Now I got my kids doing their thing. You got your business rocking, boom, boom, boom. Now we coming back together. And it's just everything happens for a reason, bro.
It's a plan, bro.
So now we're back together, and it couldn't be more perfect timing because I'm in this space in my life where right now this is everything for me. You know what I'm saying? Like helping these kids right now. Like I got 2 more young ones coming up, and of course they on the top of my list. But it's not even just about my kids, man. Now I did my thing with Boo and Kai, and in my mind I'm like, dang, I could have helped. I look at this kid like Shaman Dennis. I'm looking at him. I'm like, dang, I talked to him the other day. Like, man, I wanted to help you, bro. He was like, I know, I wish. I was like, what are you doing right now? He's playing in local leagues and stuff. The kid's super talented. He should be playing. He should have played Division I college basketball somewhere. But then I had a guidance. So now I look at that and I'm like, dang, I let that one slip. And now my goal is to not let any more slip. If somebody slips, it's not going to be because of me, because I didn't give an effort and I didn't try. If they slip, it's because they didn't want it. They weren't hungry. They weren't locked in. And they don't want to play defense and come to our defensive camp.
And guess who started? And guess where Shamar started?
I know.
Yeah.
He's such a talented kid. Such a talented kid.
Nice family, nice kid. He was so young.
Yeah.
Played with me. He played with me for a couple of years, man. He was a good kid, man.
All those kids,
bro. All those kids started. I remember Mackay played in the I just seen a picture on my memory when we had Rise Above Bullying. He was on the baby blue team. He was so little,
man. This is what we do, though. We gotta keep it like that. So now we're back, and now we're just gonna give back to this community because
get to that camp.
Get to the camp.
Get to the camp.
Defensive
get to the camp.
It'll be posted in the bio here.
Get to the defensive camp. Get to the combine. Get to the Sting. Get to the Sting AAU. Get to the gym on Stafford Street. Come see Alba. Come see it, and go see the other guys too. Hey, if it works for you, work it. That's all. But definitely come see us.
A plug to D. Some of his Alba kids came down. They're playing in Hoop It Up. They were a little late registering, but we let them in, and they love it. They love it. So yeah, it was dope. So we got all type. You guys gotta come down one day, bro. Mike, you just gotta watch. It's like it's crazy atmosphere. You'll die laughing, bro. Like talent wise, it's good, but like watching these girls coach against each other, and just
I can imagine, bro. I can imagine.
It's crazy. It's so funny, but it's a good job. They're having fun. You know what I mean? They're giving back, and like D said, it's about the kids. The kids, we do starting lineups. You know what I mean? We're announcing. Grace is on the microphone announcing the kids.
I saw that.
So it's fun. We're making them feel like they're real, true ballers. You know what I mean? Like they're in a video game type shit.
Hey,
yeah.
I gotta run. I gotta update.
I gotta run too, man. Might be getting us off.
I gotta update here about Kai and Cali, man. We could go on forever. So
Mike, stop keeping us up late, bro.
It's all good. Mike, do it again. Do it again next time.
Mike, anytime, bro.
Big love, man. Soon. Thank you both.
All love. All right, baby. Be good, Mike.
There it is.